Hello dear student, today we will be discussing the part 2 of the rise of the empire. Here we will be discussing rise of the empire part 2. Here in second part we will be discussing the arrival of the Greeks. Greeks कब इंडिया पहुंचे और क्या impact हुआ. Here you see while the events unfolded in Magad, located in eastern part of the subcontinent, what was happening in the northwest region. हमें ये देखना है कि नॉर्थवेस्ट रीजन में क्या हो रहा था. This area basically was home of the smaller kingdom. Smaller kingdom का ये home था, and in this part basically important events were taking place in Magad in the eastern part of the India. Sometimes the different was happening in northwest regions, and this area had the many small kingdoms along an old trade routes that connected India with the Mediterranean regions. तो ये एरिया इसलिए भी इम्पोर्टेंट था कि वेरियस ट्रेड रूट्स वर एसोसिएटेड और बहुत सारे ट्रेड रूट्स यहाँ से निकले हुए थे और मेडिटेरियन सी को ये कनेक्ट कर रहा था ये एरिया. तो ये देखते हैं अकॉर्डिंग टू द ग्रीक अकाउंट्स war was led by their king Porus. तो ये हम देखते हैं कि how Alexander came from this part and he traveled long way. Here in this map it has been shown how Alexander traveled, and this area Alexandria, from Alexandria, then Alexandria is basically located in Egypt, and Babylon से होता हुआ ये फिर इंडिया में ये you see Alexander came here. In which year he came here? 334 to 331 BC. Alexander invaded over the India, and Alexander, who was the Alexander? Alexander basically was a young powerful Greek king from Macedonia. तो मैसेडोनिया का रहने वाला था Greek king, and he accompanied basically Persian Empire to avenge earlier Persian invasions of the Greek, during which some Indian soldiers from the Persian ruled northwest of the India fought against the Greeks. Greeks के खिलाफ वो लड़े, Persian and some Indian soldiers. Alexander basically conquered the Persian Empire को भी इसने जीत लिया था, and influenced the Greek culture, spread his empire now spread over the continents. बहुत सारे continents में इसका राज्य हो गया था. One of the largest in the world history, and that was basically the one of the largest empire in the world. अब next हम देखते हैं next क्या होता है. Satrap. Here what is the satrap? Satrap were basically governors of the provinces of Persian and the Greek empires, who were left behind by the overlord like Alexander to manage the far off the territories. तो सत्रप एक तरीके के nominated governors थे जो different parts में basically rule कर रहे थे. अब आइए think about it. What we have to think about it? Why do you think Alexander wanted to rule over the entire world? What would he gained from it. तो अलेक्जेंडर बेसिकली क्यों चाहता था? बेसिकली एवरी पर्सन वांट रूल all over the world. This is basically lust of the people. Those who are the king, वो ये चाहते हैं कि सारी दुनिया में मैं राज करूं. Here let us explore when after the battle of the Alexander asked to the Porus. Porus से जब Alexander ने पूछा, after fighting a great battle, Alexander asked the Porus how he wanted to be treated. Porus proudly replied like a king. Alexander was impressed by his bravery and allowed him to remain as the ruler of his own kingdom. But now Alexander satrap governor. Actually ना अलेक्जेंडर को जब पोरस ने ये जवाब दिया कि उसके साथ कैसा व्यवहार किया जाना चाहिए, तो उसने भी एक किंग की तरह रिप्लाई दिया कि लाइक ए किंग आफ्टर डिफीट ऑफ द बेसिकली पोरस, उसने ये जवाब दिया. तो उससे सिकंदर बहुत खुश हुआ. अलेक्जेंडर वाज वेरी हैप्पी टू हियर दिस एंड लेटर ऑन Alexander appointed him as a governor or satrap of that particular kingdom. So this was the greatness of the Alexander and this was the bravery of the King Porus. So here we have discussed about the Alexander's and the Porus conversations. Here you see 327 to 325 BC, 324 to 323 BC. The Alexander was ruling over here. So here, eager to reach the end of the world, Alexander pushed on further east and brought his campaign to India and defeated Porus in the Punjab, and encountering fierce resistance from the local tribes and the rulers, and massacred the populations of several cities. Greek records mention that the new battle women fought side by side with their men. Alexander himself was seriously wounded in a battle and tired and the homesick, his soldiers lost the will of the fight and refused to move deeper into the India towards the Ganga river. Alexander and the part of his army retreated to the Persia. But through the coastal route in the south and the Iran, harsh and desert region, resulting in the heavy losses of his troops of thirst, hungers and diseases. तो उस टाइम पे सिकंदर के बहुत सारे लोग मारे गए ड्यू टू द थर्स्ट, ड्यू टू द डेजर्ट, खाने के लिए नहीं था. तो ये प्रॉब्लम हुआ था उस टाइम पे. इस टाइम पे दैट्स व्हाई अलेक्जेंडर बिकम लिटिल वीक. अब हम देखते हैं Alexander's dialogue with Gymnophist. Gymnophist basically कौन थे? Over the Gymnophist basically Indian sadhu were the Gymnophists who were wearing the very less clothes, as Alexander mentioned about the Gymnophist, the group of the Indian sages whom the Greek called the Gymnophists or naked philosophers. So Alexander ने उनके साथ क्या डिस्कशन किया? Alexander once heard about the group of the Indian philosophers whom the Greek called the gymnophist. Uh, he asked, curiously, Alexander asked, and tricky questions he asked, warning that anyone giving a wrong answers would be punished. But the sages stayed calm and wise. Wisely जो हमारे संत थे उन्होंने wisely reply दिया, answering his questions intelligently. Alexander was deeply impressed and decided to spare their lives. So, Gymnophist ने क्या आंसर दिया? Responded questions calmly. So, what were these questions? The questions related to the different variations of the story have been told and making it one most fascinating encountering the history. According to the account, Alexander ने क्या पूछा? Alexander basically asked, which is the stronger, life or death? Life ज़्यादा stronger है और death? One of the sages reply, एक साधु ने reply किया, life ज़्यादा strong है. क्यों? Because it is endures while death does not. क्योंकि ये endures करती है, ये जीवित रहती है, while the death not. Alexander had asked, Alexander ने दूसरा क्वेश्चन पूछा, how can a man be most loved? A man कैसे ज्यादा lovable हो सकता है? If he is most powerful and yet does not inspire fear. अगर ज्यादा डरावना नहीं है, does not inspire the fear, came the reply. ये reply आया, perhaps as a hint to mighty ruler. Mighty ruler है तो अगर अपनी जनता के साथ प्यार से पेश आता है तो that will be the lovable ruler. So historians view such as the Alexander as meeting of two great traditions, Greek and Indian philosophy meeting together. Here you see Greek coin probably showing the Alexander horseback attacking Porus on his elephant. तो ये elephant पे अटैक कर रहा है horse से. So here we have discussed about the Alexander's invasions on India. Some of their famous questions are also there. Basically, Alexander asked the sages, which is stronger, death? Sage reply, life. Life important है क्योंकि it is continue with the death and everything. Alexander then asked, how can a man be most loved? The sages replied, if has a great power but does not make any threat afraid of him. अपना डर लोगों में नहीं दिखाता है तो that king will be the more lovable. So now the second part we have completed this. In third part we will be discussing about the Mauryas, the mighty Mauryas, how Maurya ruled. That will be discussed in the third part. Thank you watching this video.